we cannot allow the Fulani, the Hausa, and the Kanuri to be dictating for us. A strong statement is coming out from Middle Belt Forum. Yakubu Gowon is from the Middle Belt, former military head of state, and he fought for the unity of one Nigeria against the Biafran forces led by late Dim Odumegu Ojukwu, the Ikemba of Nnewi. Now, a brutal 3-year civil war, I mean from 1967 to 1970, a brutal war over the soul of Nigeria, over the unity of Nigeria, which Yakubu said the best way is to preserve Nigeria and not allow anybody to divide the country. Middle Belt have now spoken up, because at this time, check your screen as you are watching this video. A terrible news is coming out from Plateau State. 7 human beings have been eliminated. 3 people are critically injured in Plateau State at this time. This is a terrible news by the so-called bandits in that part of Nigeria. You know, when you say bandits, they are the same as terrorists. But newspaper will say they are bandits, but we know, or you should know by this time, that they are the same people as the terrorists in Nigeria. So the bandits have eliminated 7 human beings. That is why a statement came from the Middle Belt. When you say one north, it favors only the Fulani, the Hausa, and the Kanuri. So northern leaders are at a crossroad at this time. For a long time, the Sultan of Sokoto has not spoken anything. For a long time, Sheikh Ahmad Gumi too have not spoken. So northern leaders have kept quiet. But look at the results. A devastating result across North Central. That is the Middle Belt. Before I proceed further, let me bring you my new viewers who are watching for the first time. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, drop your comments, click the like button, and also share this video. Kindly like and share as you are watching, and also drop your comments. Kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also on notifications. This is a terrible news which Nigerians must speak out. Now, starting even from the north, where over 50 human beings were wiped off during Ramadan. Ramadan is the only month, the fasting month of the Muslims. And in the north, there are more Muslims than other parts of Nigeria. For example, at a particular time, Muhammad Gaddafi said, the only solution to Nigeria is to allow the country to be divided into 2. That was the late Libyan president, Muhammad Gaddafi. He said, divide Nigeria into 2. Muslim majority north and Christian south. But he not get enough info on Nigeria's demographics. In Nigeria, there are Christians in the north, for example, the Middle Belt, and there are Muslims in the south, the Yoruba people. So that demographic, he didn't get it. But that's no solution to Nigeria's problem. But at this time, the northern leaders are not saying anything. Look at it, for example. Sultan of Sokoto said, talking about social media, he said social media should be regulated. Before, he said social media is a terrorist. So these are the indices to be looked into one after the other. How can somebody say social media is a terrorist, thereby leaving the real terrorists? For example, okay, who are the bandits and where exactly did they come from? If you say social media is a terrorist, then who are these bandits? Who is sending them? And where are they coming from? These are the questions that must be asked at this time. A very, very big question. I've always told you, these bandits, their weapon is not coming from heaven. They have those who are supplying them these weapons. But why can't our leaders sit down and make sure that those who are supplying them the weapons, all of them are arrested? Now, instead of asking for negotiations or granting amnesty to bandits, how about you ask the government to arrest them one after the other? Isn't that the proper way or proper thing to do, looking at the incident that's happening right now in northern Nigeria? Like it or not, we must always tell ourselves the truth. The way things are at this particular time, it must always reverberate. It must always be spoken. But look at it yourself. I am asking you a question at this moment. Which way Nigeria? A very big question. And people like Yakubu Gowon, who fought for the unity of Nigeria, don't you think, because it is affecting his own place? Plateau State is where Yakubu Gowon came from. And this incident happened in Bakin Ladi. That information is right there on your screen. These terrorists are not giving up, and that's the problem. Because the more we call them bandits, the more they continue. The last time Yakubu Gowon spoke himself, he was speaking about Biafra civil war and how he told the soldiers that do not eliminate women and children. He also said the people that died during the Biafra civil war went up to 1 million. Yakubu Gowon spoke on Arise television. But look at his own place. Look at Plateau State. Look at where Yakubu Gowon came from at this time. Look at the bad news. Look at the evil that's currently happening right now in Plateau State. Look at the set of evil that's happening in Plateau State. Human lives have now become like a game that have been wasted. Human lives. And funny enough, for example, look at the statement that came out from the north when the issue of the US came out. They said US government supported Biafra. This came from Gumi. Okay, the British government that joined the country together, why are they not making statements on the so-called terrorists at this time? So why must it be someone like Donald Trump to come out and make statements? Why are they not saying anything? That is the question. Why are they not speaking? Why are they not saying anything? The people who joined us together, they called us brothers. Niger area, that is Southern Protectorate, Northern Protectorate, Niger area, Nigeria. Why are they not speaking? And they can see what's happening in Nigeria this time. Everybody, now listen, unless you want to be hypocritical, everybody can see what is happening in Nigeria at this point. All of us will feel something that happen for Nigeria. So who is deceiving who? Number one. And number two, at this point, let us stop deceiving ourselves. How do Nigerians be free from these evil people? These are the questions that the other leaders should be asking themselves. Look at the big words that came from Yoruba leader Emir Of Kano. He said Nigeria is not working at this stage because we are not one people. We are different people with different ideologies, with different mindsets, with different ways of doing things. We are not one. These are the words of Emir of Kano at this time. Very, very bad news across the Middle Belt. Look at Kwara State, for example, also. Then the question should be asked, why are they targeting the Middle Belt? Like it or not, Plateau State was a very peaceful state in Nigeria. That's if you know. I mean, they have good weather. They have different natural habitat where you can stay in Plateau State. But look at what Plateau State, let's even go back to Borno State. It was named the home of peace. Don't forget, the Borno Empire, they refused to bow down to the Fulani when they came. How the Fulani overran the north. But Borno State or Borno Empire then, before they became a state, they stood El Kanem. They stood against the Fulani. Mind you, the Fulani, they came to Nigeria in 19th century before the Islamic Jihad in 1804. So these people were not part of the old system. They met the Yorubas here, they met the Igbos here, they met the Hausa here, they met the Calabar, the Ijaw, different tribes. So the Fulani came to Nigeria as the last tribe. But Borno resisted them. That will not allow you, the same way Yoruba warriors said, no, you cannot overpower us. You cannot overcome us. It is the same thing that the Borno people did. They said, no, we don't want you. And they rejected it. But look at Borno today. Look at northern Nigeria today. Especially the Middle Belt. Look at the Middle Belt today. And what can you say? These are the critical issues that we must always remind. It is very crucial to remind ourselves of all this. It is very, very crucial to remind ourselves of how things were before this nonsense. The so-called bandits, the so-called S-men, so-called from different parts. If a sitting governor can say the Fulani who are eliminating my people, they are not from Nigeria, that they are from Mali. Now you imagine such a statement that came out from a governor of Benue State. If you are watching it now, what is the way forward for Middle Belt? Big question. What then is the way forward for Nigeria? Another question. If you are watching till now, like and share this video and drop your comments. Kindly subscribe if you are not subscribed, and also on notifications. One after the other, I'll start the comment to my viewers. Those of you who have made your comment, then we'll continue with the program at this time. Viewers have made their comments, and one after the other, I'll start with your comments. This platform is very, very important. So let me your comment there. We'll continue the program. Elizabeth Foluke is here. Elizabeth Foluke said, Israel is highly welcome in Nigeria. There must be an end to war terrorists. Peace must come to Nigeria and the world over. The only solution is for everybody to go on their own. Marshal Adebigbe said, "You have put out several names. We are waiting for new updates." Well done. Idowu Oluboluwambe said, "The best solution is for everybody to be on their own. No shortcuts to have peace in Nigeria." Kehinde Oseni Salima said, "The only way now is the Yoruba nation." Geoffrey Oke said, Yakubu Gowon and his fighters didn't fight for the unity of Nigeria, whether they fought the Igbos for the Fulanis without knowing themselves. But because the Fulanis are not pretending about their mission, their ignorant cohorts are also carrying blue murder against their activities. Isaac Stone Tower, what goes around comes around. Ogbonna Okpala said, Sunday Igboho sold the Yorubas to allow Fulani take over, and he said all Yorubas should not be eliminated or to remain as president. Sunday Igboho did not sell the Yorubas. Instead, he expelled Fulani from Igongon, Oyo State. That was how Muhammadu Buhari put his name on wanted list. Victor Toyin Akinwale said terrorists are begging for protection, although not all elders are evil. Silver Wonder said, "What nonsense, leave out. You can't go out and make your own empire by playing Seyi Tinubu jail Kanu. Your price is on the way to investigate Tinubu if he's not a Fulani." Kunle Adewale disagreed with him on the program.